Inside a July batch PEV application folder, creating one application folder we created with a name as app1. Go inside SRC and classes. SRC and classes. Go inside SRC, develop a.java. Inside SRC, we saved hello world a.java. Inside SRC, we saved hello world a.java. Open a command prompt, trigger Java C command from the SRC. We triggered Java C command from SRC. Afterwards, we triggered Java command from the same SRC by using -cp option. In the previous session, we have seen usage of -d, usage of -cp. This is just a hello world program. Now, let us see what is a literal. What is a literal? Literal is nothing but value. Literal is nothing but a value. In this software, we are not using a word value, we are using a literal. In place of the value, using a literal. There are several types of literals available. Literal means value. There are several types of literals available. Let us see what are the literals supported by most of the programming languages. Most of the programming languages, which literals are supported. In the software programming languages, value is called as a literal. What are the different values available in the software development industry? Go to the file new Java, everybody. I'm going for class name B. You know very well about numeric numbers. Come on. Numeric number, any value. It can be even negative number also. It can be even zero also. Number without any decimal. Number without any decimal. This type of values are called as a int values. You can treat as a int literal. All these comes under int literals. It can be zero. It can be negative numeric, positive numeric, but no decimal. No decimal. If at all there is no decimal, then it is treated as a int literal. I'll keep one comment on top of the program. This content is a commented content. We can produce commented content through two forward slashes. Single line comment. Please accept single line comment, two forward slashes. If you use two forward slashes, then you can comment in one line. This content not considering by Java C command and Java command. We are telling to Java C command and Java command, don't consider this line. This line is for my explanation purpose. I am trying to provide some note in my program. It is not for you. You don't require to consider this. One line, commenting and providing a description whatever you wanted. This type of comment is single line comment, one line comment. Anywhere you can comment like this. In throughout the Java program, we can comment one line for your description purpose. Please observe single line comment, one line comment, single line comment. This line can be provided anywhere in the Java program in order to comment one line content, two forward slashes, one line content. Then numeric value without a decimal, numeric value without a decimal, numeric value without a decimal. This type of values are int values. You can call like a int literal, int value. It can be 0, it can be even negative number. It can be 0 or it can be negative number. It can be 0 or it can be negative number. Try saving as a b.java file name class B. Location should be src. Save it. Let us compile. I already told two up arrows. Come to the two up arrows. In this program, we have experimented int literals, int literals. Please observe commented content, not printing, commented content. It is not considering by Java C command and Java command. It is only for description inside your program. This is about int literal, int value. One type of value, one type of literal, a numeric number without a decimal. A numeric number without a decimal is a int value, int literal. Let us move to another literal. I'm going for class C. Everybody in the comments, I'll mention double literal. This commented content not considering by Java C and Java. I'm giving a class name as C double literal. Any value, come on, with a decimal. Any numeric value with a decimal. There should be at least dot 0 also a decimal. So please observe 0.09. You can go negative value also. You know already Control J. Control J. Use Control J to produce same line. In order to produce same line. After dot, even 0 also okay. After dot, even 0 also okay. Anything after a dot. But it should be numeric content. Through Control J, we can produce the same line. Any digit with a decimal, it can be positive or negative. Double literal. Try saving as a class name C in the same src. Any number with a decimal considering as a double literal. It can be negative, it can be positive, it can be 0.0 also. It can be 0.1. It can be 35.0. After a dot, even 0 also. If dot is there, then it is considered as a double. Numeric values are two types. One is a int type without a decimal. Other is a double type with a decimal. Double type with a decimal. Double literal. Let us compile and run. I already showed CLS, C.Java, all double values. Apart from int and double, there are four more numeric type of literals. You will be coming to know those things later. I am showing widely using literals, widely using types, int type and double type. Int is a number without a decimal, double is a number with a decimal. The decimal can be even 0 also. Number can be a positive or negative. Without a decimal, int. With a decimal, double. Not only these two, again four more are there. You will be finding a difficulty or understanding now itself. Those four more I will be covering after few days. As of now, consider int type and double type. The remaining four you will come to know while going through casting. There are a lot of topics where we have to consider all six type of numerics. Please observe. Here we are considering only two. As you are a very beginner, you can easily understand int type and double type. Other four definitely required some knowledge in the programming. That is why that other four I am not considering. Mainly int and double. You know very well about int. Int is a number without a decimal. Double. Double is a number with a decimal. The decimal content can be even 0. Number can be a positive. Number can be a negative. Two types of numbers, int and double. These are the two literals. Let's move to the third literal. Everybody. Char literal, class name D. In case of Java, single character, you cannot represent straight away. It should be under single quote, single quotation. Any character inside a single quote. It can be uppercase or it can be lowercase or it can be digit or it can be special character. It can be even digit, it can be special character. Through Control J, I am able to reproduce any character from a keyboard. Whatever character you are sending from the keyboard, all these characters should be under single quote. Single quote, one character treated as a char value. Char value, one character under single quote, single character under single quotation. One character under single quotation is considered as a char literal, char value. any character, whatever you are giving from the keyboard. It can be lowercase alphabet, it can be uppercase alphabet, it can be digit, it can be special character. Come on. It can be even special character. It can be even special character. Try saving. I'm saving class name as a D. Any character under single quote. It can be even digit. It can be special character. It can be uppercase alphabet. It can be lowercase alphabet. Any special character. Any digit also. If it is under single quote, it is considering as a char value. It is considering as a char value, character value. Try compiling and running. You know CLS, go for 2 times up arrow, modify from C.Java to D.Java. Again 2 times up arrow, modify from class name C to class name D. This is third type of literal, third type of value, character value, single character, char value, char data type, char literal. Any character, whatever you are giving, you are sending from the keyboard. It can be lowercase alphabet, it can be uppercase alphabet, it can be digit, it can be special character, it can be special character, lowercase alphabet, uppercase alphabet, even digit also. But it should be under single quotation. Under single quotation is char value, char literal. Move to another. Class name E. Again under comments, I am keeping Boolean. There are two Boolean literals. Only two are there. Boolean, true and false. Only two literals are there. Boolean literals are just two. Only two. One is a true, second one is a false. One is a true, second one is a false. Only two literals, Boolean literals, true and false. Both you had to specify in the lowercase alphabets. Some beginners keeping T in the uppercase, F in the uppercase. That is not a valid. Two Boolean literals, true and false. Both are lowercase alphabets. Only two. Only two Boolean literals. Boolean literals. Only two. True and false. Both true and false should be represented in the lowercase. Should be represented in the lowercase. We have seen int type, double type, char type, boolean type, boolean type. The last one is a string type. Let us see string data type, string type of literal. Go to the file new Java, file new Java. Class name F, string literal. Any content under double quotes is considered as a string literal. Till now we are extensively using SOP for the string literals purpose. In all Hello World programs we were using a string literal. Any number of characters under double quotes. Any type of characters under double quotes. Under double quotation, even special characters. Under double quotation, even digits also. Under double quotation, empty also. All these are string literals, double quotes. Under double quotation, either alphabets, special characters, digits, lowercase or uppercase, or a combination. A combination. Save it as a f.java. Save it as f.java. These are the string literals, string value. Under double quotation, any number of characters. Even under double quotation, one character also. It will not be a char type. I am keeping only one character. It is not a char type because of double quotation boundary. Let me compile F class. These are the available literals in any programming language, not only in Java, even in other programming languages also, we will be coming across these literals. Let us develop one more program with all types of literals. We know int type literal, everybody. I'm just going for 12. This is the int type. I'm going for 1.2. It is a double type. I'm going for single quotation G. I'm going for Boolean true. I'm going for double quotation hello. All different types of literals we have used. You can also describe each line through a single line comment. You know already single line comment, int literal. This is the commented content. Double literal. Char literal. Boolean literal. String literal. how to describe, how we can describe. Try saving this as a g.java. Class name as a g. Save it. Try compiling G class. All are very simple. Throughout the life, every day you'll come across these things. Very basic information. Everybody should know. This is about literals. Let us move to local variables. Local variables, class name H. Everybody, int I is equal to 10. Then print I value. Try saving as a H. Compile and run. So please observe. Int is a type. You already seen int type literal. Likewise, you can consider as a type, but in the software, we are treating this as a data type. Instead of just telling like a type, keep specifying data type. Type of the data. The straightforward is data type. Int comes under data type. I is a name to the variable. I is a name to the variable. 10 is a initial value. Initial value. Initial value. Everybody. Initial value. Initial value. Then printing I is not printing. Value of I is printing. You will get output as a 10. You will be getting output as a 10. First compile and run. Then we can discuss more on this. Everybody h.java. Come back to the H class, everybody. Everybody. I is a name to the variable. I is a name to the variable. The data type is a int. Data type as a int. We can store int values only. We can store int values only. 10. Whatever value we stored, same value we can use. Generally, variable is used for storing one value. To store one value, in order to store one value, we will be using variable. Why they have given a name as a variable, that you can understand. In the variable, we can store one value. One value. Please observe. Int is a type. Int is a type. I is a name. I is a name. 10 is a value. 10 is a value. To use that 10, keep using I. To use that 10, keep using I. I is a name to the variable with a type as a int, initial value as a 10. Why it is called as a local variable? It is local to main method. It is local to main method, local to current method. It cannot be used in outside a main method. The scope of I is a local to main method. Usage of I should be within the main method, within the current method. Current method is a main. Within the main only, we can keep using I. Within the main only, we can keep using I. I scope is within the main. I visibility is within the main. I scope is main. I visibility is main. Come on. I scope, I visibility, I visibility. Is within the main. That is why it is called as a local variable. With respect to variable, with respect to variable, everybody, there are some very important points. First point, you have to specify data type. With respect to variable, very significance data type. Very significance data type. Data type is mandatory. Second one, name. Without a name, how you can choose a container? How you can choose a container to store a value? Name also mandatory. The third one, value. Third one is value. You have to store some value. You have to store some value. You can keep using that value whenever you want it. The fourth one, scope. The fourth one is very important. Scope. Where you can use this I. What is the visibility? What is the accessibility? Scope. Where we can able to use this? Scope. So here, I scope is within the main. As I declared inside a main, I should be used within the main only. I should be used within the main. I cannot be accessed from outside a main. I cannot be accessed from outside a main. We have compiled and ran this program already. We got the output as a 10. We understood how we can use a variable. What is the significance of data type, name, value, scope? While printing I, we are not getting I, we are getting a 10. Let me go to another variable, another program. I'm choosing class name as I. Int x is equal to 100. Let me print x. Control J. X is equal to 200. Please observe. I'll modify one more time. I'm selecting two lines. Please select these two lines, everybody. Selected lines can be reproduced through Control J. Selecting two lines, then Control J. Now you can go for x is equal to some more thing, some other thing. You can modify a variable any number of times. That is why it's called as a variable. Varying value. A container where we can store one varying value. It can be any value of same type. Here type is an integer. Here type is an integer. Varying. But at any time, only one value. At any time, only one value. Not more than one value. You can store varying one value. Varying one value. Try saving. Class name I. Please observe variable. A container where we can store one varying value. Initially 100. Later 100 is replaced to 200. You can call this as a reinitialization. Initial value replacing. 100 will be no more. 100 is replacing to 200. If you print second time, we are getting a 200. This is 200. Here you will be getting 500. 500 is printing. Then we are modifying 500 to 300. No more 500. Current value 300. Then 300 modifying to 600. No more 300. Now it will be 600. 600 modifying to 900. That is minus 900. At any time one value only, not more than one value. One value. That value can be keep varying whenever you want it. In a particular statement, single value. Next line may be same value or you can modify. While modifying, previous value will not be available. Only one value. So please observe. This is a reinitialization. This statement is a reinitialization. Any number of times you can reinitialize. No limitation. No limitation. Any number of times you can reinitialize. It's purely based on your requirement. It's purely based on your requirement. Come on. It's a purely based on your requirement. So, variable initial value, then modifying. You can see while modifying a value, you should not provide once again int. Int should be provided only one time for one variable. Data type should be specified only one time for one variable. For one variable, only one time you should specify data type. int x. From next time onwards, you have to keep using x only, not telling one more time as a int. Only first time as a x. Come on. Come on. Try saving. Compile and run. We have seen almost every information related to variable. Variable should have a data type. You should specify what type of value we are going to store in this variable. That information is called as a data type. Then definitely this container should have a name to refer again and again. You can call this as a name. Generally it is called as an identifier. I will explain about identifier later. As of now you can consider as a name itself. Then values, it is the initial value. Keep using that initial value. Whenever you want to change that initial value, you can change. While changing, just to provide x is equal to something. Don't provide once again int. You can use that changed one. Again change. Whenever you wanted, you can change. There is no restriction like in a particular condition only you have to change. There is no restriction like this many number of times only you have to change. Any number of times, any number of times. Container to store a value. Container to store varying one value is a variable. We are giving a x scope as a main. Within the main only x can be used. That is why it's called as a local variable. It is called as a local variable. Come to the next one. This time I'll go for a double. Double y is equal to 1.2. You know already double value type. Mention the same. Any number of times y can be changed. Let me select the last two lines. Control J. Again, let me select last two lines. Control J. Zero dot 5. Again, let me select the last two lines. 0.0. Double y is equal to 1.2 initial value, then 4.5 minus 4.5, 0.5, 0.0. Anything can be specified. Come to the next one. Come to the K class. Let's go for char data type. I'm choosing name of the variable as a C1. Any name, the value under single quote, any value. Let us print C1. C1 is a name to the variable. This C1 can be modified at any time with any suitable value. Suitable value is single quote, suitable value, single quote value. Even digit also. Even special character as well. Let me go for one more lowercase, one more uppercase. Depending on your requirement, you can assign whichever value you wanted. Char type variable, char type variable. Any name to the variable, I'm just choosing C1. You can choose any name. This is about char type variable. Char type variable. Let us move to another. L class. Everybody. Let me go for Boolean. Let us go for variable name as a flag. You can go for true. Name as a flag. Go for false. Boolean variable name I choose as a flag. You can choose any name. Go to the L class. Try compiling and running. CLS. Come to the next one. String type. Guys, string. You can choose any name. I'm choosing name as S1, value as ABC. String S should be in the uppercase. Why S should be in the uppercase? That you'll come to know. It is a string class. You have to provide in the uppercase only. String S should be in the uppercase. Under double quotes, any content. Uppercase, lowercase, special characters, digits, anything, even blank also, without anything. String type variable, string type variable, Ajit Kumar, Let me provide one more, guys. Just to space, absolutely possible. Under double quotes, just to space. Try compiling and running. String type. In throughout the day, we will be keep using in all the methods, in all the programs. Without a local variable, no life at all. Every minute, we are using local variables. Let us develop one simple program with all types of local variables. Class name here. String first name. Please observe what are the names I am choosing. Int age. Double weight. Boolean. Try printing all. First name, age, weight, is married, gender. In every project, definitely you have to store customer data. Without customer data, no project at all. Customer data, his first name, his age, sometimes weight, sometimes height, sometimes salary, whether he married or not. What could be gender? Assume M for the male, F for the female. Let me compile and run. See, I also got the compile type error. There is no semicolon after gender is equal to M. Please observe, every statement should end with the semicolon. There may be small mistakes while composing a program. You have to rectify those small mistakes, then recompile, modify the program, save the program, then recompile. Come to the classes. These are the very basics of local variables. There are a lot more, some advanced concepts in the local variable. Those concepts I will be covering in the next section.